So watching our thoughts carefully, particularly in meditation and in our daily life. First of all, we need to become aware of the source. Where are they coming from? And the Buddha describes himself when he was still an unawakened, unenlightened person looking for the way to liberation. He thought to himself, well, I should divide my thinking into two parts, on two sides. One side would be the skillful and positive ones, the ones which bring benefit to myself and to others. And on the other side will be the negative, the unskillful, unwholesome thoughts. So establishing a correct understanding, the right view, is the first step. Clearly understanding what is the ethical quality of this particular thought, not being in any doubt about that. And then we have the opportunity to cultivate the wholesome, the positive, and abandon the unwholesome, the negative. Now there are various methods of doing so, because this mind, as the Buddha said, is very quick to change, hard to train. It's like a monkey mind which jumps here and there, and it's not so easy to restrain it. That's why the Buddha recommended a few methods that we can use to replace the negative thoughts in our minds with positive ones. Now, for example, the first method, when we noticed that there are some negative, unwholesome thoughts in our mind, first of all, just noticing that, saying, okay, at the moment there is a negative thought present, a negative mood, some kind of negative mental state, without judging it in any strong way. We just become aware of it. This is called satipatthana meditation, just establishing our mindfulness, our sati, recollecting, becoming aware, okay, there is this. It's like this at the moment. Now, having become aware of it like that, we have these various options. What do we do with it? So one method the Buddha recommended is just substituting a negative thought for a positive one, replacing one with the other. There is a sutta, a teaching of the Buddha. He describes this, and he says it's like a carpenter who is working with a piece of wood, and there is a peg in the wood, and he knocks it out with another peg. That means he just substitutes one thought for another. Practically speaking, it means, we notice we have some negative, unwholesome thought, and it keeps coming back to us. It's a recurring problem. So we intentionally, deliberately turn away from it. We focus our mind on some other positive thought, something skillful. That could be, say, reading an inspiring passage in a book on Buddhism, or anything like that. We may do various skillful activities which induce these kind of wholesome thoughts in our mind. So it will not always happen so easily that we just cut off our thinking, stop our thinking altogether. But we need to start with replacing the negative thoughts with some positive ones. Then the other method, the other possibility how to do that is just by reflecting on the negative consequences of these thoughts. Really looking at them and thinking, ooh, when I let myself dwell on these nasty, negative, greedy thoughts, what will be the result of that? What will this lead to? Is this going to bring me benefit or not? So this is a bit like looking at the karmic causality This is the cause and that will be the result. Contemplating it like that, using our ability to reflect and contemplate things. Now when that doesn't help, there are more methods, such as just like turning away from this thought, intentionally trying to deflect our attention away from it. This mental ability we have to stay focused on some object in the mind, called manasikara, or attention. We just switch that off, and we won't pay attention to this particular thought. It's possible to do it.